Hey all, you know who I am, but you don't have to know, I don't have to know who you are. Sit back, relax. Today we're going to do some Zelda, a randomizer. Zelda 1 randomizer, as a matter of fact. I've been out of the game for a little bit. I've been feeling kind of under the weather, but I'm getting back. We're back at it. Back at it again. So this randomizer is pretty much easy setting. Everything's kind of, there's a lot of randomization here. The map is inverted. It is the original map. I think I played one of these before and I was thinking it wasn't the original map, but it's the original map. It's just inverted. There's a randomizer that will take this map and turn it into a different map, which I want to do that eventually, using these randomizers. This should be pretty fun. This should be pretty kind of, I call it easy mode. It's not really easy mode. It just changes the paradigm of how the game works. So the one big thing is that all the items are dropped by random drops. So there's about 3 different portions of this. There's going to be, the first step is getting a sword. The second step is collecting all the weapons, and then the flute actually takes you to all the dungeons that aren't finished. So, and then the last step is finding dungeon 9. But let's go. Let's get started. So I'm playing as Zelda here. This is the longest. This is like, there's like a couple parts that are kind of long in this randomizer. And I've been playing a couple of these. I think like I said, I did play one of these on stream before. That one took a little bit of time. I think hopefully this shouldn't take as long because I've been practicing, I guess. I mean, not practicing. I've played a couple of these now. I don't really know where I'm going here. There's going to be a lot of dying early on. The blue guy. What are those, Stalfoses? That's going to be the first of many here. Sorry I'm whispering. My voice is a little bit... It's kind of had a rough couple days. But we're back. If you watched any of my videos recently, I was gonna do the Harry Potter game, and I will return to that. Not my favorite game, honestly. I mean, it's a nice looking game. Kind of feel like it's a little lost on me because I'm not like the gigantic Harry Potter fan. The Harry Pooter. Not that I dislike that. I do like the books. And the movies are fine. The first couple ones. Like I said, we'll return to that when I'm feeling like it. I felt like playing some Zelda today, so. Oh, shit. So that's what we're doing. If you're new to the stream, welcome. Play a lot of video games here. All kinds of stuff. We do retro. We do non-retro. What else is there? So we do need a sword at first. You think because some of the places offer you a candle and a heart decision. Oh, what is this, level 6? We basically just need to go around the overworld and look for doors to caves. Dicks. And even the blue candle is like worthless because you can't really kill anything with a blue candle. So if you start killing things, you can get like I said, the random drops are gonna be everything. And you'll see, like once we start getting the sword, the ability to vanquish our enemies, then it goes fast after that point. So like you'd think maybe taking the candle would be a good idea, but it doesn't really matter because you can't kill anything with that blue candle. Not really. So we're just gonna take the heart here. I think we're gonna have to go around through the cemetery to get the Oh, we already did this. To get to the larger map because I don't have the ladder. One thing I like about this, the way these settings are, is that like you can complete it in a sitting. We'll see if I get through it in one sitting today. Like I said, I've been a little under the weather, so. Nothing to offer streams. Back again. I hope you're having a great time. Sit back, relax, take a drag. Shit. What was that, level 3? Oh, damn it. Just take me now. Take me now. That is actually probably the Triforce right here. That's another thing. I have the dungeons all set so the Triforce can show up in like 1 or 2 rooms, which is also for kind of quickness. I promise you there will be a challenge in here somewhere. Beyond just like the basic randomized challenge. Kind of dogging it so far. Once we get the sword though, things are gonna change. They just say that shit every time. Yeah, the other thing about this is the copyright strike is basically going to be like, just like it's impossible to not be copyright struck on this because of these damn songs. Ugh. Yeah, that's gonna be a challenge. Well, buckle up, kiddos, I guess. Because here we go. Oh. Give me 1 second while I keep my medicine in order. Trying to think about where to go to next. I think we're just gonna have to follow the same path we did last time. Just go around and basically this part you just need to start poking in the caves. Because one of these caves is gonna have a sword in it. It's like the best way to get the sword, really. And like I am timing myself here, but I'm not, you know, like excuse me. I'm not I don't live or die by that. Pretty much. I'd like to get in under an hour. And probably at best like half an hour. Damn. I haven't run into a poison seed yet where like I guess it could happen like if all the doors that had the swords were bomb doors. Trying to reset it. It's not doing it. There's a way to reset it. We'll see. This might be it. This might be the poison seed. You know what? I say I've never had a poison seed. There was one seed where I just like wandered around for a freaking 3 hours, and I was like, ugh. And I never got the sword. And I called it. I just quit. So we might do that today. I mean, I never know. It's definitely an eventuality. In the multiverse. Jeez, man. Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. Actually, isn't level 5, yeah, okay. I think the entrance to the hills to level 5 is around here, right? And it doesn't matter up here because there's no open doors up there. I really need to get into the main part of the map. If I wanted to look really slick, I would play these seeds first, and then I would like identify where the sword is at, and I would just go directly there. I think that's actually what I did at my last seed, not to be like egregious, but I made sure I could find the sword. But I've played these a couple times. There's a couple swords that are probably available. But you know what? Stupid. It's imperative that you stop for the fairy fountain when you get to this side of the map. Jeez. And that's cool, except that they only have 3 songs in this game. This is like the opening song. There's the main song that you hear when you're on the world map, and then there's 4 songs. Man, they started me in like the worst place. It's like to get the good doors, to get all like the good doors, I need to go to the other side of the map. It's like even getting to the other side of the map is just a pain. There's really no point in going in these because the way that the item set is, there's no items that I can get without. Well, I can't kill anything anyway, so I need to get at least the weapon. Just like not watching where I'm going. Just like real life. There is an item under these guys, I think. There's always an item. But it can be... Now, if I could get some bombs, they might be helpful. These are almost like one-hit death. Wow. That's like the one thing about a randomizer is like, that seems like it'd be like a really important place to go, but in reality, it's just... Easy come, easy go, I suppose. Oh, I feel like this is going to be a cursed seed. Man, I was going to buy some bombs too. This seed is not being kind. Ugh, damn it. The one thing I like about the seed is you feel so powerless. Like right now, I feel so powerless, and it's taken like every freaking thing I know about this game to even just move around the map, the overall map at least. And then once you get a sword, it's like you become so powerful because you get every item all at once, basically, which is a sight to behold, really. Hopefully, we even get to that part. I wish they said something different. I think that was my fault for when I put the settings in. Oh, you know what? I need to remember where that other... They're all gonna say the same damn crap. I wish I could, like, put my own in. Yeah, I don't. My channel isn't monetized, so I like don't really care that much about the music. But I kind of think that this is all gonna get like this would get me, you know, the copyright crap wouldn't they wouldn't like this. Oh, these stupid. It's like, damn it. I'm like out of places now to check. Though, to be fair, I do have, I mean, I guess they have me, you know, the ability to, you know, they have, like, I opened up the warp pathway, so there's that. Yay. What the heck? Man. My frustration is building. Nah. Like I said, you just feel powerless at this part. That's level 5. Do I want to go up there? Yeah, I mean, I guess it's fine. Actually, level 5. Level 5 is usually a pain because of the Dodongos. Always. The Dodongos, and we probably won't see anyone selling bombs. This is usually going to be... Oh. See, sometimes this screen can be impossible. Oh, man. What's up, Princess Pamela? We're back at it today. Two of these are like right on top of each other. Oh, I wonder if I have these like set to be. I don't know. One thing is, if I did pick the candle, I could burn the bushes, which would give me a better chance to find a door than had the sword in it. So it's when they offer you that harder. I'm not having much luck finding a door here. Man, if I can buy some bombs, I really need to make sure that where I bomb is like actual bomb spots. I guess that's my best bet going forward here. Actually, you know, I think I'm just going to restart this. Yeah, I'm going to just restart this seed, and we're going to take that candle. See what I got a bunch of them. Armed with the candle. What? Okay. I guess I got a bomb for that one. Nothing. Nothing to offer streams. Nothing. Nothing to offer her streams. Does it count if I, from where I just reset it? My time? No. Wouldn't it be cool if it did? I need to activate the warp zones. Quest locations for these burn bushes. And I have a good idea of like the first quest and the second quest a little bit, but it can be a combination anyway. Some of them I don't know at all. Let me try this one. Why can't it be the red candle? I meant to mute myself and then unmute. Having a little bit of recovery noises. Not really. Magic the Gathering. Do I play Magic the Gathering? I did play a lot of card games, but all like electronic. I don't really play anything physical. Nothing to offer is like a pretty poor. Playing all those decks is just kind of like it's not in the cards, as it were. Card games that I like to play though. I like Slay the Spire. What else? There's a bunch. Anymore, it's sort of like a ubiquitous kind of playstyle. Yeah, expensive, right? It seems cool. Like I really like the art, and I like the, you know, like back in back years ago, I was into tarot cards, and I like the art on them, you know, and I like the art on the Magic cards too. But collecting anything like that is just, you know, if you want to keep it nice, it almost costs. It's almost like there's cost in just storing it, you know. To be fair, I do have a comic book collection from back in the day, and I do store it, but it's like in a trunk or whatever. But to be fair, it takes up space, you know, and it's just like that space is valuable. Ooh. Give me a sword. No. Yeah. Do you still have them? The question is, oh, you do have every foil. Whoa. I gotta get my chat. So, like, my chat's not where I can see what I'm doing and chat at the same time. So, when I start looking over a chat, I like. I mean, hold on to it. That stuff like that will be valuable, probably. I mean, even my comic book collection was like, at the time, like I collected it. It's all '90s comics, right? Which is valueless, basically. But in 20 years, even being that type of comic is probably gonna be worth money anyway. I collected Marvel cards and that too. I don't know. I don't think any of them are really that valuable in the end. I think it was like a futile kind of thing. Because it's like value. I mean, that Charizard card that Logan Paul wears around his neck, that's worth $1 million or whatever. Sure, okay. To be fair, I'd like to see him get that on that card. But it's possible. If you want to protect them, you should actually send them away and get it appraised by the and graded by those companies. And you can also then start holding them as assets too, and borrowing against it. Apparently, not that I do that, but. Damn. I'm like out of places to go. I don't even know. Oh, yeah. Government. To be fair, I mean, that is cash. They have all those they're all serial numbered, you know, it's all serialized. And it's traced. I mean, they say it's above anything above $10,000 is traced, but it's probably more than that anymore. Just wait till they have their own crypto. Then they'll know everything all the time. Like, they don't really trace cash. They do trace cash for large transactions, but small stuff they don't really. I mean, other than taxes, you're gonna report it every year in taxes to the government. You're gonna tell the government what you have every year. Oh, I see what you're saying. To be fair, if you make profit on it, you're gonna have to tell the government anyway, or they'll send you to jail. So you don't want to be like Wesley Snipes, do you? Yeah, but if you ever sell them and make money off the card, I mean, that's the point, right? Isn't it just it is to make money off of it eventually? If it's like any sizable amount of money, you're gonna end up declaring that to the government anyway. Because if you don't, government gets real touchy about that kind of stuff. I mean, you don't have to. Certainly, I mean, I don't know how much we're talking really. If it's under 10 grand, I don't think they care that much. But if it's multiple transactions and it's, they do care. And actually, even under 10 grand, saying they don't care is kind of a misnomer, because they do. They just legally like can't because of, I don't know. Or not legally, but they don't have enough resources to trace everything all the time. Can I push these yet? No. Oh yeah, but that, you know what they say about that is they say if you barter, they basically a lot of that comes down. So in crypto, that's, you know, the markets are like, I'm going to sell 11 Bitcoin or 11 Litecoin for X amount of Bitcoin, right? So that seems like a trade, right? A barter. But basically, they've basically said that we're changing it to cash first in every transaction that happens in the USD. So even though you may barter, the way they view it is that it's exchanged for cash first, and then the cash value is placed on the purchase. So they're going to tax you on the profit there anyway. I mean, it's just how they think about it, because that's the for the longest thing I was like, well, how do you tax like two Litecoin for an NFT and 5 whatever AVGE or something, you're trading like oranges for, like what you're saying, but it just doesn't work that way. They view it, the government views it as you're exchanging it for cash first, and then you're taking the cash value and exchanging that for whatever you barter with. And that's how they get you. That's how they get the tax money out of it. So trying to skirt that is a legal. It's like, I mean, they have it all set up there too. They have their ways of getting in your pocket. If you go to another country, well, are you American? Because if you're American, it doesn't matter. So actually, the way it works, I'm not saying like everything's like this, but if you go to another country and you say you want to work as an expat, basically what will happen is you'll get taxed in that country you work in, and America will still tax you. They'll still require you to pay some taxes back to the United States. So you get taxed twice. And I mean, like, you could avoid that if you want, and you could try to like not pay your taxes, but like I'm saying, Wesley Snipes. Or I don't know, there's a long list of people that, I mean, there's a lot of people that think taxation is theft, and I'm not saying it is or isn't. There's a lot of reasons why taxes exist. You want nice roads, you want, subsidized healthcare, although we don't really have any subsidized healthcare, but taxes do go for a lot of like government programs. Man, this seat is just cursed. They can't tax magic. No, they can't. They would if they could, though. If they had a way of doing it. Absolutely. There actually probably is bylaws about something like, I don't know. If you sold your wizarding, talents for, yeah, it is terrible. Actually, I started talking about it and I was like thinking, oh yeah, no, we don't really subsidize our healthcare here. Kind of crappy. trying to think of where to go next. Oh. Magical accounting, dude. If my account was like talking about magical accounting, I'd be like, oh, I have to find a new accountant. I think magical. That's how you. That's when the numbers disappear and magic. What is this? What is this? No. Man, this is like the worst seed for me today. Level 8. Okay. Ah. Yeah, grade is irrelevant. I think it just makes it easier to sell it. And also, like I said, you can use it to barter. You can use it to, like, okay, this isn't helpful, but you can use it to, back loans and stuff like that. You can also have other people hold it. I think grading is funny because a lot of people, I mean, it is like one of those things people talk a lot of crap on, and I'm not sure. I have this old Zelda cart that I want to get graded, but I feel like it's in bad condition. It is like my old Zelda cart that I used. So it's like, it's beat up a little bit, but it's rare. I mean, Oh yeah. No, I think it's. I don't know. To me, you'd have to add a couple zeros to the whole thing to make it even that interesting. I just don't think they're that valuable, and I think people are like I said, that Logan Paul one. He says it's worth $1 million, and people agree, I guess, or it's graded that way, and that's probably, first gen, perfectly maintained mint and all that shit. Sure, maybe. Like I said, I would really, really like to see him get that in like auction. He might get it just because of the provenance now, because his name's attached to it. But like, just like if I had one, I don't think so. I think getting that much money would be difficult. But you never know. Anything could sell for any amount at any time. Just you got to find the right buyer. That's all. Damn. Oh yeah, they do actually. I don't know how much they do anymore. I think that's like a, but I do believe that in the past, they are known for bartering maple syrup. Do you know that maple syrup is really valuable actually by the weight and everything? Because if there's a huge market for it, and it's kind of like it's expensive to produce or something like that, so it's actually pretty valuable. Yeah, and that's right. What you're saying about it, I'm gonna reread that. Is pure unadulterated maple syrup is superfood. Pound for pound is the most nutritious food humans can consume. That's yeah, is a superfood. I mean, it's like honey in that way. It is really high in sugar. I mean, I don't know what. But yeah, it's a valuable commodity. Maple syrup. I can't remember. Usually it just has the handle on it, but they all have the handle on it. The little handle near the neck. I really like it on waffles. Nice Belgian waffle with a little bit of maple syrup on it. It's like, it kind of shows you how useless the ladder is by itself. Because I got the ladder, but it's just like, what am I supposed to do with it? Oh, that's a good question. Oh yeah, corn, anything corn. It's like, actually, if you look there, they say that like 85% of the stuff we use is derived from corn. Like a lot of our food. They make gasoline out of corn now. That's a big shield. Yeah, okay. The big shield. Oh, man. Oh. I don't know. Maybe. I think a lot of people are just angry and kind of confused about where our existence is, like where we fit into this existence, and it makes you confused, and you know, then that's followed by anger. I don't know. Do you eat a lot of corn? Damn, I'm like, man, this seed is like, boof. I'm gonna just, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm switching seeds. We'll do another seed. Ah, come on. There's a way to do this where, like, there we go. No. Oh, tell me about it. So what is the fix? Oh, that's the same one. You know, emperors are usually bloodline, but not Napoleon. Napoleon just like brutalized his way into the throne. So it can happen to anyone. He not only brutalized no fix, yeah. There's a fix. We just have to evolve as like a human, you know. We have to evolve along with the times. Napoleon brutalized his way to the throne, and then he married a prostitute, and she became the empress. Shit. Well, remember your good old friend, nothing to offer. Alright. So I had to switch seeds. We'll give this one an hour. And if I can't find a sword. Justin Emperors of Rome? I don't know. I don't know how many. I was thinking when you got this guy, it's like later, after Link has saved the realm, this guy is trying to like revive Ganon or something. A Book It program? I do. I remember Book It. Do you remember Book It? Yeah. I wasn't aware there was an emperor named Justin, but I kind of remember maybe there was. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on Roman history. Oh, thanks though for coming to the stream. I believe you. This is about, it's a weird starting place, this one. I don't know why you'd want to be emperor. Like, I mean, first off, it puts a gigantic target on your head. Take Napoleon. I mean, they ended up like, it was like the royalty took back over and pushed him aside, basically. And they imprisoned him on an island in isolation to fix things. Like, rule with an iron fist, though. But that's the thing, you're like Darth Vader at that point, right? Because it's like Darth Vader wanted to fix things, I guess. I feel like at some level he sort of missed the feed there, or missed the lead. People do not want righteous rule. Case in point, France. They cut the heads off all their ruling class. And they would probably do it again if somebody, if somebody was to quote unquote take power there like that, they would probably end up doing it again. The government and like ruling class people in France are afraid of the people because the people are nutso about all that crap. They'll like riot, and if they feel like the government's doing like outstepping their bounds, they'll like really kind of act crazy. It's kind of funny that Napoleon is a French emperor. Come on, give me a sword! Sure. So, what makes you think that you're qualified to rule the masses? No, absolutely not. I mean, I'll take a job. Something cush. When the Emperor gets strung up, man, it's all the people that are around him that get strung up too. I would only want to take a, step into a position like that if I felt like I could actually like enact some kind of positive change. I just don't see that coming. With the idea of revolution, like you might overthrow the government, right, and instill your own government, but eventually that government, the new government, is going to just be the same as the old government. It's like a never-ending cycle. So like, unless there was some kind of like real possibility of something like good, I don't know. I wouldn't really be that interested. I don't think. I also think like, not that it's really like that. It's kind of a funny thing to think about, right? Like as a thought experiment, let's just think about like how would you, what would you try to do to fix things, or like what would you do to, and really, I think it's like more complicated once you start getting into it all. I think it's the way that, like, the broken way that things work now is not the most perfect way per se, but there's just a lot of challenges that you don't really think about too much when just overall you're thinking about. Let's see if this stores anything. Sword. Give me a sword. No. What? No. Man, like, if I could find a sword, this whole seed will just be like easy because I know where the freaking thing's at. World 9 is up in World 5. I think it's just more complicated. I don't think there's like a snap your finger and kind of fix things. I think there's too many people, population. I mean, really, you start talking about like ruling absolute power, and that's when you start talking. I mean, the things that you would do to fix the problems that we have are kind of just, I mean, they're just the wrong kind of ideas, and I don't want to really like repeat them because it's not like it's the first time. Yeah, I'm playing as a centaur, or what do they call them? Damn, I don't ever get the names right. I don't want to call them out because I know if people listen to this, they're gonna be like, oh, in Zelda they're called a thing. It's like a centaur. I mean, there's been a couple like groups of people that have tried to overthrow and like turn the world onto its with varying degrees of success. And I don't really. Ooh. Okay. I don't think I subscribe to a lot of some of their, a lot of. I don't know. It's just I don't really want to get into it because honestly, a lot of the stuff I don't want to like repeat because I don't think it's even worth talking about. I think it's. I mean, if you want to research it, people have tried to do that in the past. Instill totalitarian governments. That are small group centric and you know, as that is the answer to the problems of the world. The problem is that solves some problems. It could solve some problems. A lot of times it just solves problems for small groups. And that's the problem. Is that, you know, one group is probably going to go, you know, is going to be happy, but there's going to be other groups that are affected. I don't have any money. So I think the thing about it is trying to make everyone happy. Like, no one's going to be happy, but that's where we're at. Like, no one's happy. Because we at least have, you know, at least we're not making only one group of people happy. I'd also like to point out, like, there's not murder in the streets, like, you know, day to day, I guess. In some places there are, I guess, but we live in a somewhat civilized kind of place. Although, you know, as time goes on, that changes more and more, I think. Shit. Well, I mean, that's the point, right? Puts a gigantic target on your head. I mean, and the thing is, when you get if you're a despot and you get overthrown, or you know, Hitler shot himself because he knew what they were going to do to him, and we've hit that point. But you know, Mussolini, they strung him up. Him and his wife, they strung up into the in like the town square and threw shoes at him or something. There's pictures of him like being hung. Then and it's not like, you know, there's a lot of emperors and stuff. The French, they cut off Marie Antoinette's head with the guillotine. The French invented a device to kill their ruling class, which is very French. Yes. Give me a sword. Come on, game. Something. Excuse me. I mean, if you're really that interested in that kind of stuff, you know, I'm not saying politics, but you certainly could, you know, do management or, I mean, there's like, you know, I'm not saying emperor. I don't even know if there is an emperor on the planet anymore. I think the closest thing is like the Saudis still believe in God-given right to rule, but like their family, I'm not sure they're even considered, they're not considered emperors. There's no emperor left. right. Yeah, dude, no problem. Stop by anytime. I like getting deep, not too deep. You know, I'm not trying to say, you know, well, the whole governmental thing is like I could say a lot of crap, but I'm not. I'm not trying to be like a maniac. What? I mean, not a maniac. I'm not trying to think of the word that I want to use. Not maniac, just someone that's spreading crappy ideas, you know. I don't know what that word would be. There is a word for it. I don't think, you know, there's a lot of things out there that, like, you know, I'm definitely not trying to support. Come on. Yeah. It's always good to quote a Jedi, even a Dark Jedi. Shit. Although, I like Obi-Wan Kenobi's style, but I feel like he's a little righteous. Maybe overly righteous a little bit sometimes. Shit. Why is there so many guys on that screen? Always the screens you need are like full of dudes. Oh wait. Oh wait. Blob, give me something. Not that that's pointless. It doesn't help me. Could be one here too. Like here. I don't know. What world? Okay. Yeah, he is like the best one. You know, he's the only one that didn't really get down and dirty in that whole Clone Wars thing. Like he did, and it was, you know, his duty or whatever, but like Anakin got like totally turned to the dark side. Dooku went dark, you know, because of that crap. Not because of it, but I mean, I guess because of it. The rest of them like got killed off. Like he's the only one that sort of made it and didn't actually like, you know, give up his like his morals or his you know. He was like totally stricken, you know, and had to live a life of solitary after that though, which is interesting too. Oh crap. Give me a freaking sword. Oh, you know what? It's practice. It's so there's let's talk about the randomizer a little bit. Get back to like reality here. These randomizers are. This is the map. The overall map is based on like the game, the original game. The original game has 3 settings for the overall map, which the first quest, the second quest, and the master quest, I think. And they all have different kind of layouts of where things are laid at, but the gist of it is you can only find, so for the couple of the rules of Zelda is every time you have a screen that has, you know, any screen can have one cave behind it, be that a dungeon, be that a whatever. And there's, you know, every screen that has a cave with the bushes can, the bush can be one of a couple places. So it's just like sort of, that's just how they are in the original. That's where they're located at in the original, I guess is the best way I can put it. So they are in different places though. Like the Sun Shrine, I'm trying all these different things because so there might be one on this screen, right? I think it's either here, but there's a good chance that it might not be because there it is. That's the first quest screen, right? So then there's this cave only has boulders. Damn it. Yeah. So they all have like, and basically, so there's different bushes that you can try. I don't have them memorized. That's my problem, is that I get to the point where I really need to understand like every screen and where these possible things are. And like you're saying that I can find them. It's just practice, you know, it's just doing it over and over again until like sometimes there's one on this screen, but I don't think there's going to be one. Oh yeah, there is one on this screen. Yeah, you can't take my money because I don't have any. Haha. It doesn't matter. I'm looking for a damn sword here, and I can't find... I'm not getting it. I'm wondering... Like, this one might be cursed, too. I don't know. Kind of sucks, I guess, but... I might have to do the trick to go through the cemetery. Because... Well... Just to open up that part of the map. And like I said, it's just practice. It's just doing it again. There's probably one on this screen, right? No, there is probably one on this screen. I just don't. Sometimes there is. On like the second quest or something, one of these bushes is here. The other thing about it is once you get the red candle, it's way easier. You could just burn every damn bush. I'm just hunting and pecking because the blue candle you have to reset the screen every time. And the way the randomizer works, it's sort of like. It picks one set. It sort of sticks. Like I think this is going to be the first quest. Is what these are. So the first quest is probably the one I'm familiar the most with because I played it the most back in the day and just in general. So it's like, you know, I just know where they're at because I've played it before. I guess is the best way I could put it. Long story short. Long story short. What is this? That's like World 9 or something. Or no, I don't know. Okay. Let's see what's in the dungeon for 3. I don't think this thing is ever a cave, but let's try it anyway. Nope. Ah. Oh yeah. Yeah, the book it thing. Back in the day, the book it was this thing where you read books for school. I don't know if you're aware of that. And they like you'd get these gold stars and then they'd give you a pizza. And you know, it's funny actually, they would give you a pizza. They'd also give you the VHS copies of that X-Men show that they just remade. X-Men 97, but it wasn't like 90, it was the original one. Shit. That's how I first saw that show, was Book It. Because I read the books and then I got the VHS tapes. You do? Math textbooks? Ah. See, I think there's one in here, but I'm not 100% sure. And sometimes there can be one here, but these bushes are just a pain in the ass, and the screen is kicking my ass too. Let's try this one. Ah, fuck. I guess we'll never know. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, Justin. So, what are your favorite games to watch people stream lately? I wanted to show off how cool it was when you break away from the first part of these seeds and you end up like. But I don't know, man. This whole seed has been like, both these seeds have been kind of like. But it doesn't look good. In fact, it looks not good. It's been an hour. I feel like I'm gonna just call it. I think next time I'm gonna explore the seed first to see if I can figure out where, you know, where the sword is at. So I can show off the coolness. Damn it. Oh, excuse me. Because this seed can be really cool once you get a sword. Actually, this seed, or not these seeds can be cool once you get a sword. But like, this seed and the one I played before this were just, oh man. This one I'm not doing a thorough job because I'm kind of getting a little bit, like I said, I've been dealing with the cold a little bit, so I don't want to hack in your ear anymore for today. But we can pick it up tomorrow. Can't take my money. It's like we didn't even get to the dungeon parts of it yet. This is like the slowest part of this whole part too. Is just until you find a sword. Don't have any rupees either. Okay. So this opens up some of the... Ooh. Okay. So is that level 2? Damn it. Yo. Oh, yo. I'm about to give up this seed too. So what do you like to watch people play lately? I guess. Or like what kind of streams do you like to watch? Yeah. Call of Duty. I was just playing some Stalker recently. It's kind of like Cold War-ish, I guess, or I don't know. Eastern European, I guess. Oh, Resident Evil, yeah. I'm planning to do Resident Evil 7 on here. I just did Resident Evil Remake. You can check it out on my VODs. 4 Remake, excuse me. And I do plan to do the other ones too. Like I've played them all, but I haven't like put them on my channel. I plan to do 7 like real soon though. I think out of all of them, that's probably my favorite. Yeah, honestly, I think it's the best one. Next to like the first one's good too. I think the first one is just aged. You know, it's just like aged a little bit. If they did a remake, they should probably remake the first one now with that engine they have. Yeah, 8's good too. I think 8. I think, well, you know, I think the way I feel about 8 is that the first part is really good when you're fighting, you're in the castle when you're being chased by Lady Demiscatru. That part is really good. And there's 3 sisters. The rest of it is kind of forgettable. Not terrible, but just forgettable. I think the middle part with the big baby is a little bit over the top and kind of just like, what are we doing here, you know? There's no guns or anything. They're just like, it's just like a maze. And it's fun. It's kind of scary or whatever the first time you see it, but after a while, it just gets like, you know. And it's not even like you have to do anything complex for, to get away from it. You just sort of like dodge around the desk. And then that last part is like, I couldn't even tell you what happens in the last part, other than the very end. I know Chris, you know, gets a gun. Is like the TAC team comes in and just like wipes the floor with everyone. 4 remake was really good. I feel like it was just like 4, or I remember playing 4 back in the day. The additions with the fish were I liked all that. 4 remake. It suits that new engine really well, I think, 4 remake. Yeah. What, 7 or 8? Yeah. I don't think that, you know, like, unless you, I just don't, there's not a whole lot of challenge to 8. You know, there's a couple of decent puzzles, but there are a lot of those puzzles, if you do them once, it's like, okay. I like I like the architecture in the first part of 8 a lot. Like that house, that building, that, like the castle or whatever, the manor, the Demiskatru Manor. I like that part. I like just the way it looks and the way it's put together. I like it a lot. I just didn't. It's not like that's not the game though. That's just like aesthetics. Damn it. Yeah, it's crazy you did it in under 3 hours. That's. I guess the knife is a little OP. They started making the knife break, which I hate. You know, in 4 it like breaks, and it's just like, man. In 4 original, you could just use the knife for everything. Yeah. You should make a video of it. I'm sure somebody would want to watch that. I would actually watch it, probably. A 3 hour, you know. Run through of Resident Evil 8. Keep on burning the same bush here. Come on! It's like, give me a damn sword. I think I've like opened up every door I even know of. Yeah, that's another one people would probably want to see. Anything like that. I think what I'm gonna do is off screen. I'm gonna figure out a seed that I can just get to the sword real fast. Some of them, like the first door you go in, it has the sword, and that's the seed I'm gonna be like, I did that before once already. Like, I knew where the sword was at, and I started the damn game. Damn. Just knowing where it was at. I mean, that's what my last VOD of this was. I think it's probably not good to waste everyone's time here. I could be poking like this forever. And I'm trying to get like an under an hour kind of run here. It's been an hour. Yeah, bro, no worries. Come back around. I'm out here doing this all the time. And nobody talks to me. I've been doing the streaming for a long time, and it's just like, you know, I'm trying to, you know, and some people come and talk. It's not like I've never had someone come and talk, but a lot of times I do it just like, you know, just a quiet old day, playing some video game. I think we're gonna future in the stream. I think we're gonna play the Harry Potter game. I'm probably gonna get back into Fallout 76 a little bit. I had a series, like a whole throw with that recently. And sword, no, jerk. I think I'm gonna get back into that. So that's something to look forward to. Oh, you know who actually I think is an emperor still is the Thai. I don't know if they call him an emperor. Well, first off, I think they call North Korea's ruler an emperor or something like that. So the Il family is like an emperor. I think the guy that runs the family that runs Thailand is like still like an emperor. I don't know if they call him an emperor. I thought he was just a king, but we were talking about like if there were any real emperors in the world anymore. I'm not sure if anyone has the title though. I believe they do call Kim Jong-il the emperor of North Korea. North Korea does. I don't know if anyone else does that. I mean, weirder things have happened, I guess. Yeah. It's really not it's not that typical for a person that isn't blood, you know, descendant of the royal lineage to become an emperor, but it has happened. So What's your first edict as emperor? Damn. Yeah, your first decree. Like, everyone in the world must drive on the right side. I don't know. No more taxes. That'd probably be pretty short-lived kind of decree, though. What a fucking need for... What a freaking useless item there. Damn. Oh. Oh. No. No, no, no. Don't take the red pill. That's an interesting topic. I feel like I'm like inadequate in prepared to talk about it. And I also don't want to offend a bunch of people. Because I don't know. It's not that what I would have to say is so like like interesting or cool or new. It's just that like no matter what you say about that topic, couldn't run the risk of offending people. Oh no. No, it's not that. I'm recording this, right? So it's a hot topic. What you're talking, when you bring that up, it's a everyone, it's a really hot topic right now. I think it's actually like postmodern feminism, and then you have like the backlash of that is like the Andrew Tate kind of stuff, which is, I personally believe in personal rights and freedom, so that if someone, people should be allowed the rights and freedoms of any given like in a baseline kind of sense, male, female, whatever. Does that mean that women that use OnlyFans kind of stuff? I think it's if they're if that's the systems are set up to do that. I mean, I don't see why they shouldn't be able to do that. I think it creates kind of a disparity in certain aspects. There's a disparity, But the problem is, I don't think that the idea of no, I mean, I don't. OnlyFans is just it's just like a symptom of the overall thing. But it's not like I think the thing about it is women, you know, for eternity were like enslaved, not enslaved, but I mean, you could say enslaved. I think that's a little strong in a lot of cases. In some cases, I guess it wasn't, but I don't think, you know, they should have the rights that we share, you know, as like it should be the same. I don't think that you should look, you know, I don't think that the pay gap is really all that justified. Now, you talk to certain people, I mean, I know, you know, the conservatives out there would be like, you know, the old boomer conservatives would be like, oh, women, blah, blah, blah. They're worth half a man. But I mean, we all come from women, you know that. We are, you know that. I mean, we're all like, humanity isn't really the men. The progenitors are the women, the females. So I think trying to take away that kind of human right is just I don't agree with it. Now, the disparity thing, I mean, there's a lot of people that can't find mates now, which I'm kind of like of two minds about. I feel like you should be able to riz your way into anything. Like if you want it, you just riz your way. Use your riz, man. Get them to, you know, meet somebody and then, like the old-fashioned way, you know, like just talk them into it. But I don't know. You get a lot of people that just are kind of like, no, I don't want to say retarded, but I wish that we could say retard a lot more now. You know, I feel like we're not allowed to say retarded or retard anymore. That's a funny word. I get it. Like, really, we're not supposed to say it because it's a specific thing, and it's like all the people that it's just not a very sensitive word, I guess. But when I say it, I don't talk about like mentally ill people. Oh, yeah, women being drafted. I don't know. The draft is like a whole nother thing. You want to talk about the draft? Is the draft ever fair? I feel like if we were to the point where, you know, like as a country, our, you know, and our way of life was really threatened, to the point where, you know, there was invading forces at our borders, the draft would make sense. I feel like to go fight a war overseas because of money and financial reasons, for countries that we, you know, that we are only allied with, I don't know. It gets really questionable at that point. Like Vietnam is like, really, we were drafting over ideals, and I think that basically a lot of people see the flaw in all that, but if you know, we don't draft women. Yeah. It's a quandary. I mean, it's been a quandary forever too, though. I don't think people act like this is all new, you know. Battle of the Sexes. I mean, that's like Battle of the Sexes was a book in the 80s, you know. They were talking about like sex wars way before then. You know, some of the greatest Greek poetry is about that, about like, you know, just relationships. It's just I just don't think. I think people think that it's like, oh well, we're just suffering now and it's like new, but I don't think. Shit. This one? No. Is it this one? Ah. It's kind of like a give and take, and then things change. Really. But then they don't change as much as we think they do. And on top of that, I think like as I got older, I just care about it less. Like, who cares? It's fun to think about sometimes, but it ends up polarizing people like crazy, because that's like where you get the red pill, blue pill kind of thing. It's like you get these guys that are like just dogging women, and it's just like, I get it. It's actually there's a guy, and I don't really watch his stuff because I feel like he's just mean basically, but he's called the hell's his name? Something like, it's like a vampire or something. But basically his whole YouTube channel is just dogging women that are like breaking up with their husbands and then crying about it on TikTok and shit. And that's like his shtick, is like to do that, and that's fine. But I just feel like it's like over the top, and he's like, it's kind of just silly or at a point, because it's always the same shit. Like, he'll stop the video of this woman crying on TikTok, and then he'll be like, oh, you hear this, you hear this, you hear her say that? No, you still go to jail. There's a strong argument that there's no true snuff film. To be fair, there is. We all know there is. Oh, and don't do that. Man, I'm probably gonna call this seed too. I don't know how much more I could just wander around the map like this. Yeah, no, that's true, but you have to have contracts and stuff, and it doesn't apply to murder. Murder is legal no matter how you hash it up. We live in a civilized world. That's part of civility, is the fact that we don't have to be worried about being murdered constantly. Hey, did you hear that there's a serial killer in Savannah? Active. There's been like 17 murders, and they've all been kind of connected the way it was done. And then, like, the police are denying it, which is so typical of police, you know? Yeah. Still illegal. The only time it's not illegal is when you get when the government tells you to do it, I guess, which is kind of a hypocrisy, but it's the sovereign right of a government to kill other people, I guess. I mean, that's what they say. You know, could you argue that? I don't. You know, I could certainly argue anything, I think. Yeah. I mean, freedom is great. Yeah. It is free will is you know, you can do whatever you want. I would say if you were going to think about that kind of stuff, I would say maybe you would feel more satisfied if you were spending your time being constructive, instead of destructive. Talk, murder and death and all that shit is fine. I mean, it exists. I'm not saying it's fine, and it's definitely some people's thought processes are focused on that. But I'm just saying, if you spend time like building things or writing or art, woman only draft. That's like Russia. All the women, they don't have any more women prisoners because they're all fighting in Ukraine now. Actually, did you know that women make better snipers than men because they're more relaxed, or they're just better snipers. They're more calm. They have like better vision or something. I don't get the Las Vegas thing. I know Amsterdam is actually is going underwater, or no? It's what city is going underwater because of the global warming? One of those European cities. Is it Amsterdam? But what about Vegas? I didn't think Vegas was. Vegas is like the middle of kind of a shithole. The desert. I mean, it's not a shithole. It's just the middle of the desert. It's funny all the post-apocalyptic, works. They all talk about Vegas being like the last bastion because it's so remote. I'm looking stuff up. Oh, is that world 9? This is either 8 or 9. I guess it's 8. Okay. Oh, come on! Alright. Like, there's a lot of good things about this seed, actually. I got 5 hearts. Six hearts. Wow. Wow. Right. Shit. Oh, yeah. Fallout New Vegas. You know, it's funny. I was actually just talking about that the other day. I never finished that game. I only got to Vegas, and then I was like kind of like disappointed by the casinos. And that was it. Not a bad thing. Just a thing. I do like that game. I like the... I feel like that's when Fallout kind of became what I imagine Fallout is, that game. Because Fallout 3 is close. You know, to like what we would think is like what I think of as a Fallout game. But the problem with that map not being open is kind of... is my biggest problem with it. The story's pretty good, though. And like some of the shooting is real bad in Fallout 3. And then so Fallout New Vegas, it's like they actually got all the... they got all the... it's just like they had all the parts. They had the open map. They had all the guns were, you know, there, and they had like new guns. Where am I going? You know, they had like the weapons that we know and love from Fallout. Okay. So it sort of like came. I think it's like came into stride at that point for me. And it's the reason why it's such a big deal is because it is the game that defined what a Fallout game is, really. To be fair, it's not my favorite. My favorite is probably 76 right now. 4 is, I don't know. See, I don't like 4 that much either. I kind of like, I guess, I don't know. Yeah. I wanted to like 4 a lot. 4 ended up being like... So my buddy played, and he fell into the trap of actually going out and trying to save all the... Basically just going on the endless missions that the guy will give you. And never like... He never progressed beyond that because he thought that was the game. And then eventually it would stop, but those missions will just last forever. So... once he figured that out, he was like mad. He stopped playing. I played to the point where, and I wish I had video of this, honestly, because I did put about 100. I say I didn't like it. I probably put 150 hours into it easy. You know, I built my base at the whatever that one just that one. I guess it's the fort or whatever. I stole the Brotherhood suits by sneaking up behind him. My sneak was maxed out. I snuck up behind him. I do have a video of that. I should put that on my channel. And then shit. All right. I had their suits sitting in my fort, right? And then all like one basically for no reason at all, it seems. They just reappeared and then just started attacking my fort, and it was like all hell broke loose is the best way I can explain it. Which was actually kind of a fun challenge at that point because I was sort of done with the game anyway. I don't know. That was my experience with Fallout 4. I did beat it. I used a nuke to blow up that big robot at the end. I think my whole thing was that I always wanted it to be like multiplayer, so that all that time and energy I put into like building my fort, I could like show people, other than just people that were like sitting in my living room or whatever. And it was never really like that. It was always just single player. But then that's what Fallout 76 is. Fallout 76 is, you know, people love it and hate it at the same time. It's hard to say. You know, it's hard to say like, if that made it better. Sort of my video series about it talks about that a lot. And I think what it is they opened up the online aspects at the, you know, basically at the cost of story. And that's sort of, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely a little cost of story there. I feel like they could do a great story if they really wanted to. They just haven't yet. Looking stuff up. Where am I at? Oh, shit. Come on. We're gonna try one more thing, and then if that doesn't work, we're gonna call it for today. Yeah! Yeah! Hello, L. Latin Americas. Alright, we're gonna try one more thing. And if that doesn't work, then we're gonna call it. Shit. I think that's gonna be it for today. It's a shame. I wanted to show you guys the cool, like, things that happen once you get the sword in these seeds, but it just don't look like it's gonna happen today. It could be cursed in the sense that like it's gonna be nearly impossible for me to get a bomb, and it could be that the sword is only accessible on the other side of a bomb. You know what we could try? Well, no. I think I'm out of options, really. The item under the statue was a key, which is like useless. I burnt every bush I could think of. Let's see. Did I try 1, 2? Yeah. Level 3. Oh yeah. There's 4. 4 is the one. Okay. Level 5 is level 9. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna call it for today. A Samari randomizer? Maybe. I think I want to show this randomizer that I'm doing here. I've been practicing. I want to get an under an hour run. Is Samari one of those to be fair, I'm open for anything. I'll play everything. Yeah, I mean, the randomizer is cool. I wish they didn't. They all say the same thing, which is kind of annoying. I wish they said different crap. But whatever. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry we're gonna end the stream now, but you know, we're gonna pick it up tomorrow. We're gonna pick it up again. This has been Nothing Not for Streams. Thanks for coming. Hope you'll come again.